my hand from heaven sent. With me tonight. I run away. I run away. I run away. I run away.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are doing a tutorial on this look right here. I just did a full face. I think this is just going to be a voiceover because I didn't talk while I was doing it. But I wanted to do a little intro because am I in focus? I hope I'm in focus. This look, the eye look, was inspired by, her name is Miranda Blake 41 on Instagram. So she has like really bomb looks on her page. They're super fun to look at. I just feel like every time I see any of her looks, I just really want to recreate them. So I found, where is it? There was one that I saw like a while back and I was like, oh my god, that is so pretty, and I have to recreate it. I did recreate it and I just kind of threw a little bit of glitter over the blue color that I used on my lid. Hopefully you guys can see this. So that's the look that she did. Obviously hers is much better. It's so cool. She also like did the same look and then I think she just put rhinestones on it. It looks so freaking awesome. And I really like how it turned out, so I hope you guys enjoy watching this tutorial. If you do, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe because I've got some cool videos coming up. Alright guys, so that's it for me rambling, so I will just go ahead and hop into this video. So if you want to see how I got this full face, then just keep watching. Alright, so I'm starting off with my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and then I'm also going to go in with my MAC paint pot in Painterly just to prime my eyes, and then I'm going to go in with this eyeshadow from Maybelline. It's just a really old eyeshadow I'm using to set the MAC paint pot down. Next, I'm going to take a shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm taking Silk Cream, and I'm just going to build that up in the crease for a nice transition shade. And I had to go back and forth with this a little bit just to build it up to the right color. Next, I'm going to go in with the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm taking the shade Realgar, and I'm just going to build that up in the crease as well. I'm going to go back in with this shade a couple of times just to really build up the color. I wanted it to be pretty orange in the crease, so I'm going to end up taking another shadow just because this one wasn't quite orange enough for me. So I'm going to be taking the Zulu palette, and I'm just taking that orange shade, and I'm going to be placing that over where I put Realgar just to make it more orange, and I'm going kind of slightly below where I placed Realgar as well, just to kind of have it fade nicely. But I'm going to go back in with that orange shade a couple of times just to really build up the color. Next, I'm going to go in with the color Venetian Red from the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm just going to go slightly below the orange crease shades that we've been putting in there. And I'm just going to use it to kind of deepen up the orange and red tones for this look. So I'm really going back and forth with this color to really build it up. And I'm just keeping in all of the clips of me kind of going back with these colors just because it does take a while to kind of blend them out and you build them up again. So I'm going back in with both that orange shade from the Juvia's Place palette as well as the Venetian Red, and I'm just building those up. And next I'm going in with Cyprus Umber from the ABH Modern Renaissance palette, and again I'm just going to take a little bit of this color, put it on the eyes, blend it out, and then go back in with the color and then blend it out again, and just kind of back and forth until I get it to be as deep as I want it to be. And this like avoids kind of making it look really unblended, and you just really want to take your time with this and just continue to go back and forth. So each of these clips that I've put in here
each time it's a new clip is basically I've dipped my brush into that color again and I'm blending it out again. So I just wanted to keep all these clips in here again to show you guys how many times I had to go back and forth to really build up these colors and blend them out, because it's really key to any detailed eye look is that you really just want to blend and blend and blend. So again, I'm going back in with Venetian red to kind of deepen up the red shade in there. It kind of got lost when I was blending the brown shade. And then I'm going in with the color Aqua from ABH, and I am using this wet, so I did spray my brush with some e.l.f. setting spray, and I'm just going to pack that color onto the lid. So next I'm going to go in with Cyprus Umber to just kind of make sure we're blending out the aqua shade, blending it into where we had previously put down that color. And I'm doing it on both eyes just to really make sure that it's kind of even and it looks, you know, pretty much the same on both eyes. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to go in with a clean fluffy brush, and I'm just going to kind of make sure that I've got everything blended out as much as I can. And then we're going in with some glitter. So this is Midnight Cowboy from Urban Decay, and I'm just going slow, kind of taking my time to make sure that I'm evenly applying it over the aqua shade and it's not clumped together or anything like that, because we just kind of want just a little bit of glitter over the aqua shade. Next, I'm taking the color Primavera, and I'm just using that as a brow bone highlights before I go in with my Kiehl's my Kiehl's Daily Reviving Concentrate. And then over that, I'm going with my Angel Veil NYX Primer. And next, we are going in with foundation. I'm using the Dermacol foundations in the color 208 and 210, I believe. I will make sure I leave the correct shades down below. And yeah, I'm not really sure how I feel about this foundation. Obviously, it has really good coverage, but it didn't look as good in person as it does, I feel like, on camera. So I'm still kind of playing around with it, but I just wanted to show you guys it does have really good coverage, because I feel like it covers up all of my redness really well. And yeah, so I just decided to keep these clips in here, even though, you know, it's just me applying foundation, so it's very boring, but yeah. Oh, and then about here, yeah, I'm like, what the hell? I look so ghostly. It's like the color totally matches me, but I don't know, it looked so like pale. I don't know why, because it's like the colors totally match my skin right now, but I look super pale. I don't know why. Next, I'm going in with the, this is the Catrice concealer. I'll leave the full name down below because I don't remember it off the top of my head, but yeah, you know, I'm just concealing like I usually would, basically just using it as a highlighter and under eye concealer, and just blending it out with my fingers and my beauty blender. Alright, so next I'm just going to be setting all of the places that I put my concealer. I'm just going to set it with my, I believe I'm using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder, which is what I usually use, and I just forgot to kind of show the camera what I was using, because yeah, I was definitely watching Netflix while I was doing my makeup. As you guys can see, I'm always looking down to the right corner of the screen. Yeah, the right corner of the screen. That's because my computer was over there and I was totally watching Netflix while doing this. So next I'm taking my MAC Fix Plus and just spritzing my face before going in with some powder. This is the I believe this is the bronzer from the Sonia Kashuk Pretty Cheeky palette. Let me double check that though. So yeah, it is the bronzer from the Pretty Cheeky Face palette by Sonia Kashuk. And then after I bronze, I'm going in with the Catrice Prime and Fine, I think is what it said. This is their contour palette. I'm just obviously taking the contour shade and contouring with it like I normally would. Also, I feel like on camera this looked like I didn't blend it out as well, but in person it totally looked fine. So I'm not really sure why on camera it looks a lot heavier of a contour, because I usually don't make my contour like that heavy, but I don't know, I'm not really that mad at it. I'm gonna use this blush from this is the Pretty Cheeky palette by Sonia Kashuk, which I forgot to show before when I was using the bronzer, but this is the blush from that palette, and yeah, I'm just gonna hit my cheeks with that. So we're doing nose contouring, so I'm just taking that same Catrice Prime and Fine contouring palette shade, and I'm just gonna contour my nose, and then I'm taking some of my It Bye Bye Pores pressed powder to kind of set the other places on my nose. Yeah, not really sure why I did that. Anyways, I'm taking this Milani new Milani highlighter. I forgot what it's called, but it will definitely be listed down below. It's the lightest shade that they have, I believe, is the one I'm using today, because I'm, you know, pale AF, so we had to use the light shade. And yeah, I'm just gonna pop that on, and then I'm going in with my ABH Clear Brow Gel to set my brows so they're not crazy, and then I'm going in with some black liner. I believe this is Ciate liner, but it doesn't really matter. I just kind of pop that on my tight line, and then I am going in with the Realgar shade on my lower lash line, which I did not really stay in frame for, so go me. And then I'm taking Cyprus Umber, and I'm just going to kind of follow where I put the Realgar shade, just on the lower lash line. And yeah, I'm out of frame again, so that's great. Good job, Sarah. And now I'm taking just a different brush, kind of blending those out, doing a fantastic job poking myself in the eye. And now I'm taking this Urban Decay liner. I believe it's in the shade Bourbon, and I'm just, you know, putting that in my waterline. And I'm curling my lashes, you know, prepping them for some falsies, stabbing myself in the eye again. So I'm going in with this mascara from Marc Jacobs. It's their Major Noir Volume something something. And then I'm taking that Primavera shade again and just popping that on the inner corner. And I'm spritzing myself again with some MAC Fix Plus because, you know, why not? And then I am topping it off with this matte liquid lipstick from Kylie Cosmetics in the color Bear. And that's it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you in my next video. Bye.
I was so sure of our love.